So tell me who really paid for this house. The words land like a slap. Then the water hits, not a spray. A violent, focused jet slams into her face, snapping her head back. Her breath disappears. She coughs, choking, eyes burning as the stream forces into her mouth and nose. You think I'm stupid, a black woman standing in a place like this? The water hammers her chest and shoulders. Her shirt soaks through, clinging to her skin. She tries to turn away, but the stream follows her, aimed like a weapon. She stumbles. Then she goes down hard, back hitting the lawn. The hose doesn't stop. It pins her there. You're either the maid or you're stealing from someone who belongs here. Phones rise. A neighbor screams for him to stop. The water keeps pounding her face. 10 seconds, 20. She tries to roll away, but the stream tracks her head. Please, I live here. Her voice breaks under the roar. The officer steps closer, tightening the jet. Sure you do. Finally, the water cuts off. Silence drops like a curtain. She lies there shaking, soaked from head to toe. Mascara runs down her cheeks. Water drips from her hair, her sleeves, her hands. The officer stands over her, breathing hard. Maybe this will teach you some respect. She doesn't answer. She pushes herself upright slowly. Every movement hurts. The whole block is watching now, phones pointed like spotlights. And then she reaches into her back pocket. Her fingers close around something cold, metal. She lifts it into the morning light. And the moment the officer sees it, all the color drains from his face. Less than an hour earlier, the morning had been quiet. Brookline, Massachusetts, tree-lined streets, historic homes, the kind of neighborhood where strangers are noticed. At 7:08 a.m., Dr. Maya Reynolds stepped onto her lawn with a garden hose. Court was scheduled that afternoon. Briefcase packed, notes ready, but mornings were hers, jeans, cotton blouse, hair pulled back, no makeup yet. She watered the roses slowly, letting the soil darken. An elderly neighbor waved from across the street. Those roses are jealous of you, Maya smiled. Only because I talked to them. Normal, safe, until the patrol car slowed, not passing. Not stopping, just creeping. Right in front of her house, the car stopped. Engine running, the door opened. Boots hit pavement, heavy, intentional, and the calm vanished. The officer crossed the street and stepped over the low fence like it didn't exist. What are you doing here? Maya turned down the water. I'm watering my garden. He looked at the house, then back at her. This your place? Yes, he stepped closer. Show me your ID. Her pulse rose, but her voice stayed even. I'm on my own property. Why would I need to do that? Because I said so. A dog walker slowed. A couple at the corner lifted a phone. You don't look like someone who lives here. Maya held his stare. What does someone who lives here look like? His jaw tightened. Don't get smart. From the patrol car, a younger officer shifted uneasy. Brad, maybe we should just stay there. The older officer turned back to Maya, louder now. You're going to prove you belong here right now. Am I being detained? His eyes flicked to the hose. Put that down. It's a garden hose. Put it down now. She lowered it carefully to the grass. Water pooled beside it. The elderly neighbor called out, sharper now. She lives there. This is wrong. The officer snapped toward her. Go inside. The neighbor raised her phone instead. Maya's stomach tightened. This wasn't about safety. This was about control. And he was enjoying it. Maya took a slow step back. Her heel caught the hose. The nozzle jerked. A thin splash hit his pant leg, barely anything. His face changed instantly. What the hell was that? I slipped. You just sprayed me. That was an accident. He lunged, grabbed the hose, twisted the nozzle hard. The sound changed. The water sharpened into a furious jet. It hit Maya's face like a punch. Water forced into her mouth and nose. She gagged, blind for a second. She staggered backward. The stream followed her. You think you can assault me and get away with it? She fell hard. Roses crushed beneath her. The water didn't stop. It pinned her down. Stop, please. The younger officer stepped closer, panic in his eyes. Brad, stop, they're filming. Good. The jet stayed on her face. 10 seconds, 20, 30. Maya couldn't breathe. Then finally it stopped. The hose dropped. Maya lay there shaking, coughing up water. The officer laughed. Maybe that'll wash that attitude out of you. The crowd erupted. Angry voices, phones everywhere. A teenager whispered to his screen. This is live. Maya sat up slowly, soaked. Humiliated, then she stood. She wiped water from her eyes, looked straight at him. Her voice was calm. You just destroyed your career, he scoffed. Sure I did. Maya reached into her back pocket again, pulled out a leather case, opened it. Gold seal, official photo, federal credentials. I'm Dr. Maya Reynolds. I'm a federal appellate judge. The street froze. His smile vanished. That's fake. The younger officer rushed forward, phone already out, typing fast. He looked at the screen, then at her. Oh my God, it's her. The older officer stumbled backward. I didn't know. Maya didn't raise her voice. If you had known, you wouldn't have done this. So if I wasn't who I am, this would have been fine. He had no answer. Maya pulled out her phone. Water dripped off her fingers, but it worked. She dialed one number and put it on speaker. This is Judge Reynolds. I need the chief of police at my address immediately. The street went silent. A woman's voice came through, sharp and controlled. Judge Reynolds, are you safe? I am not. One of your officers just assaulted me on my lawn. Which officer? Bradley Holloway. The officer's face crumpled. Please, the voice cut him off. Holloway, if you can hear me, you are suspended right now, badge and weapon. Do not move. His knees buckled. Sirens echoed in the distance, getting closer. The younger officer stepped away from him. The neighbor across the street spoke, voice shaking but firm. I recorded everything. Maya stood soaked and shaking, but her posture changed. She looked into the cluster of phones like she was looking into a courtroom. Save your videos. Do not edit them. Do not delete them. This will be evidence. The officer's eyes filled with tears. Please, I have kids. Maya's voice stayed calm. You should have thought about that before you decided I didn't belong. Minutes later, a dark sedan slid in behind the first cruiser. A woman stepped out, badge flashing once in the sun. Judge Reynolds, I'm Special Agent Kim, Civil Rights. Holloway swallowed hard. The chief arrived right after, moving fast, face set. She walked straight to him. Badge and weapon now. His hands shook as he handed them over. She sealed them in an evidence bag like she was sealing his career. Maya's briefcase sat open on the driveway, papers soaked, ink bleeding into puddles. Holloway stared at it like he couldn't believe consequences could look like that. He tried to speak. I thought she was, the chief cut him off. You thought she didn't belong, say it. He went silent. Across the street, the neighbor raised her phone higher. He called her a maid or a thief. A man stepped forward, calm and clear. I'm a retired civil rights attorney. I witnessed everything. Maya looked at Holloway, voice low. You asked who paid for my house. You joked about immigration. You turned a garden hose into a weapon because you thought you could. Holloway dropped to his knees in the wet grass. Please, I have kids. Maya didn't flinch. You weren't thinking about them when you held that stream on my face. The chief turned to the younger officer. Price, statement. His voice cracked. I told him to stop. I should have done more. The chief nodded once, then faced Maya again. Internal affairs is on the way. Federal partners are here. He's finished. Maya glanced at the phones, at the teenager still streaming. Keep filming, she said softly. Truth needs witnesses. And standing there soaked and shaking, Maya understood the real twist. He only believed she belonged when she proved she was powerful. That's why this would never be just about her.